Donald Trump voters and supporters are feeling instant regret on just about every single issue, whether it's broken promises or Donald Trump's behavior before day one during the transition. Trump voters and supporters are fed up and had enough. Take a look at the top of the Trump MAGA hierarchy, where Steve Bannon told Breitbart the following, quote, "I will do anything to keep Elon Musk out of the White House." Former Breitbart News executive chairman Steve Bannon has declared war on Elon Musk, vowing to have the tech billionaire kicked out of the White House by the time Donald Trump is inaugurated. Well, that's coming up soon. Steve Bannon and Donald Trump keeps posting kind of love poems to Elon Musk on a social media platform. Also, Steve Bannon said the following about Elon Musk, quote, "He is a truly evil guy, a very bad guy. He should go back to South Africa. Why do we have South Africans, the most racist people on earth, white South Africans, making any comments at all on what goes on in the United States? Essentially, our shadow president, the unelected bureaucrat Elon Musk, who runs a made-up agency called Doge, who Donald Trump and MAGA Republicans have basically handed over the reins to our government. Too racist for Steve Bannon. Meanwhile, another group of Trump supporters, the J6ers, they're pissed off at what J.D. Vance said during his weekend appearances, where J.D. Vance said, of course, we can't pardon some of the more violent January 6th insurrectionists, to which the violent January 6th insurrectionists were like, yo, Donald, you said you were going to pardon us, number one. Number two, who do you think we were when you made songs with us? Remember how you replaced the national anthem with the J6th anthem during the campaign? Yeah, that was some of the more violent January 6th insurrectionists. Hey, Donald and MAGA, you know when you were saying that the people in the DC jails were being treated unfairly and that they needed to be pardoned? You know, those were the most violent of the insurrectionists who were there in those DC jails. It's one of the reasons why they were there. So why were you holding all these fundraisers for us, Donald, and saying you were going to pardon us? We're getting some mixed messages, Donald, as J.D. Vance says you're not going to pardon us. Some other J6 defendants are now swearing vengeance on J.D. Vance. So this guy, Philip Anderson, who was in J6, said, been seeing a lot of this. J6 defendants and family members are swearing vengeance on J.D. Vance if all of the J6 defendants are not saved. And they are right to do it. He better, or we will raise hell for the rest of our lives, is what Brad Holliday is saying as well. Here's an article. Insurrectionists melt down after Vance says Trump shouldn't pardon violent J6ers. Mr. Vice President, there is only one solution. Bring our J6 POWs home. By the way, one of the things that I flagged over and over again during the campaign was, y'all realize Donald Trump has replaced the national anthem with a song by the J6 anthem, the most violent insurrectionist? How was that not a disqualifying factor? Well, Donald Trump lied about all these other things, so perhaps that was the focus, rather than Donald Trump saying that he was supporting the J6ers by singing the anthem. Take a look at this letter to the editor from Las Vegas Sun. Donald Trump's promises already forgotten. Donald Trump is the master of bait and switch, you think? His presidential campaign hammered home the pledge that he would lower grocery prices. He convinced millions of voters that he was telling the truth. After the election, he admitted that he could not lower grocery prices. Was that a major campaign promise reneged on, or was it a lie to begin with? Trump promised to deport millions of undocumented immigrants, but caved to Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, who tout the benefits of foreign workers. Trump does not have a clue about how to facilitate the deportation of so many people. He is clueless about the impact of mass deportation that it would have on agriculture, construction, and hospitality industries, or its impact on raising prices. Now that Americans are starting to realize that they have been swindled, it's time for Trump to switch the emphasis to the ridiculous policy of American imperialism. What have I been saying? WMD. Weapon of mass distraction. As long as people focus on these plans, to annex territories such as Greenland, Canada, or the Panama Canal, Trump's campaign promises are forgotten and the swindle will be complete. And he hasn't even been sworn in yet. At least the swindled voters will have 4 years to reflect on how they've been duped. What have I been saying over and over again? WMD, weapon of mass distraction. WMD, weapon of mass distraction. One more time, WMD, weapon of mass distraction. He's having you focus on all of these other issues because he's a fraud. He lied about everything.
Are you ready to jumpstart your health in 2025? Lumen can help. Did you know that 80% of New Year's resolutions fall by the wayside by February? Well, you can beat the odds with Lumen and improve your health. I found a valuable tool that gives me insights to create a healthy metabolism for my body, and it has managed to improve other aspects of my life as well. It's called Lumen. Lumen is the world's first handheld metabolic coach. It's a device that measures your metabolism through your breath, and on the app, it lets you know if you're burning fat or carbs and gives you tailored guidance to improve your nutrition, workout, sleep, and even stress management. All you have to do is breathe into your Lumen first thing in the morning, and you'll know what's going on with your metabolism, whether you're burning mostly fats or carbs. Then Lumen gives you a personalized nutrition plan for that day based on your measurements. You can also breathe into it before and after workouts, meals, etc. So you know exactly what's going on in your body in real time. And Lumen will give you tips to keep you on top of your health game. So your metabolism is your body's engine. It's how your body turns food you eat into fuel that keeps you going. And because that is the center of everything your body does, optimal metabolic health translates to a bunch of benefits, including easier weight management, improved energy levels, better fitness, better sleep, etc. So go and track your cycle as well as the onset of menopause and adjust your recommendations to keep your metabolism healthy through hormonal shifts so you can keep your energy up and stave off cravings. Take your metabolism to the next level and improve your health. Go to lumen.me/mistrial to get 20% off your Lumen. That's lumen.me/mistrial to get 20% off. And thank you, Lumen, for sponsoring this episode.
Other Trump supporters, some who have helped out in the transition, are pissed that Donald Trump's top advisor, Alina Habba, is appearing on podcasts with Andrew Tate, who's been accused of sex trafficking, rape of minors, horrific conduct. But Alina Habba's there, and as she says words to the effect of she's like a fan of his, or she's really proud to be on the show with him. You see her right there kind of swooning over him. Just a comment on Andrew Tate, what he said before. He goes, quote, "I take girls who don't have the will and put them on webcam. I take 100% of their profit. I know how to make sure they don't run away." So this is the man, Alina Habba, Trump's counselor to the president, just said she is a big fan of. I mean, that's pretty disgusting stuff. Take a look at what Monica Matthews, what she had to say. Just so you know who Monica Matthews is, as she's previously posted, "It's been my distinct pleasure to assist with the Trump transition team." She's someone who's been kind of on the inner circle, who's been helping out Donald Trump. Well, here's now what she's saying to Donald Trump's chief of staff, Susan Wiles. At Susan Wiles, "You need to come get your advisor at Alina Habba. Swooning over known sexual deviants and Islamization sycophants is not a good look for the administration at all. And maybe give her some wardrobe ideas on respectability. She has a nice rack, who cares? Send her to the Tates for a webcam career, or represent the damn administration with some respect." So then all the MAGA trolls started attacking Monica Matthews for calling out their MAGA princess, Alina Habba. And here's what Monica Matthews said. "I lived through a national MAGA hit campaign on my finances, my reputation, my business. I don't give a damn about MAGA trolls who can't defend the truth of any given situation. Habba is now a known liability to this administration. Boobs, loyalty, be damned. She's a defender of an accused trafficker, sexual deviant, and abuser of girls, self-professed. Not to mention his affinity with a global caliphate. She needs to go now." And then this John Cardillo account says, "Sad to watch so many tiptoe around Alina Habba making a fool of herself with Benny Johnson and Andrew Tate because they're afraid of MAGA attacking them." This is your crew, Monica. Like, I know you go, well, they're not my crew. That's your base. Alina Habba's Trump's favorite. You're not Trump's favorite. Alina Habba's Trump's number one. This is who he surrounds. Like, why is this surprising? And why do you think that you're going to be able to maneuver and get things done when this is what Trump likes? Trump's into this stuff. And then how do you reconcile, Monica, seriously? I mean, just the undisputed fact that Trump and Epstein, I'm serious, Monica, if you're watching this, how do you reconcile that Donald Trump and Epstein were close friends and hung out a lot, and there's tape of them partying together, and Trump's all over the Epstein plane logs and call logs, and Epstein went on Trump's plane, and Trump said that Epstein likes women or girls on the younger side, or Trump would talk about going into beauty pageants and expecting the girls or women naked at the beauty pageants, and that Epstein would find the girls to traffic, or at least some girls, at Mar-a-Lago, like Virginia Giuffre, and then she would be introduced to Epstein to start off with massages. Like, how do you just, like, don't you see the connections, like, here lining up? Like, isn't it super creepy that Donald Trump ran like teenage beauty pageants? Like, isn't that super creepy? Like, you all see, doesn't this fit a pattern? Like, you're okay with him on tape saying the things he does, or you're like, oh, that's locker room talk. I want to know when you are at the find out stage, when all of this is kind of right there staring you in the face, how it's not like obvious to you. But I don't know. It's just me. Anyway, hit subscribe. Let's get to 4 million subscribers. Thank you for watching.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Meidas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.